You know what feels good? Staying home, avoiding the argument, not applying for the job, scrolling instead of creating, sleeping in instead of showing up. It feels peaceful. It feels safe. It feels like you are finally giving yourself a break. But here's what nobody tells you: that peace you feel, it is not rest. It is retreat. And there is a massive difference between the two. The quiet life sounds beautiful on the surface. No drama, no pressure, no risk. Just ease, routine, and the comfort of knowing exactly what tomorrow looks like. And for a season, that is fine. Rest is real. Recovery is necessary. But when the quiet life becomes your permanent address, when comfort becomes your ceiling, you have to be honest with yourself about what is really happening. You are not at peace. You are hiding. Think about the last time you genuinely pushed yourself. The last time you took a risk that scared you. The last time you said yes to something that had no guarantee attached to it. For some of you, that memory is years old. And what filled that space? Comfort, familiar routines, the same people, the same places, the same conversations, the same results. Nothing growing, nothing changing, just the slow, quiet drift of a life being lived on the lowest possible setting. Here is the lie the quiet life tells you. It says you are being wise. It says you are protecting yourself. It says that because you have been hurt before, because you have failed before, because things did not work out the way you planned, the smart move is to stop reaching. Stop dreaming so big. Stop expecting so much. And every single day you believe that lie, you get a little smaller. Not in the dramatic way, not all at once, but slowly, quietly, consistently smaller. Until one day you wake up and you do not even recognize the size of the life you are living. The problem with comfort is that it masquerades as contentment. They look almost identical from the outside. A contented person has found genuine peace with who they are and where they are going. A comfortable person has simply stopped asking those questions altogether. One is arrived, the other is asleep. And the tragedy is you cannot tell the difference from your couch. Real growth does not happen in your comfort zone, and yes, you have heard that before, but hear it differently today. It is not just that growth happens outside your comfort zone. It is that your comfort zone is actively shrinking you. Every time you choose the safe option when the brave option was available, you send a message to yourself. You tell yourself, I am not capable of handling more. I do not deserve more. The risk is too great. And your mind believes you. It locks in that belief. It starts filtering out opportunities that feel too big. It stops showing you possibilities because it has learned you will not take them anyway. And so the quiet life does not just keep you where you are, it pulls you backward. It is not neutral. It is not a pause button. It is a slow leak. And the longer you stay in it, the harder it becomes to leave, not because the world has gotten more dangerous, but because you have gotten more afraid. There are people right now who have a book inside them that will never be written, a business that will never be built, a conversation that will never be had, a relationship that will never be pursued, not because they lack the talent, not because the timing is wrong, not because the world does not need what they have, but because they chose quiet. They chose comfortable. They chose the life where nothing bad happens, and along with it, the life where nothing great happens either. You were not built for that life. I do not care how many times you have been knocked down. I do not care how many dreams have not worked out. I do not care how long it has been since you felt genuinely alive and on fire about something. That hunger is still in you. It does not disappear. It does not die. It just gets buried under years of choosing comfort over courage, routine over risk, silence over the terrifying, beautiful noise of a life fully lived. And the fact that you are still here, still reading, still listening, That is proof enough that something in you refuses to fully surrender. Honor that. Feed that. Do not let the quiet suffocate it. So what do? You start by being radically honest. Not harsh, not cruel to yourself, but honest. Look at your life and ask, am I here because this is genuinely where I want to be? Or am I here because I am afraid of what happens if I try for something more? That question will sting. Let it sting. That sting is information. That sting is the part of you that has not given up yet, knocking on the door, asking to be let back in. Then you move. Not perfectly, not with a 5-year plan laid out in a spreadsheet. You just move. You make the phone call. You send the email. You sign up for the class. You say yes to the thing that scares you. You have the honest conversation. You start the project with no guarantee it works. You do one thing today that the quiet version of you would have avoided. And then tomorrow, you do another thing. And the day after that, another. Not in a rush, not in a panic, but with intention, with direction, with the steady, deliberate energy of someone who has decided that their life is worth fighting for, even when fighting means simply getting up and trying again. Because here is what the other side of comfort looks like. It is not chaos. It is not recklessness. It is not throwing your entire life into the air and hoping it lands in a better pattern. It is simply a life where you are engaged, where you are growing, where you go to sleep at night knowing you showed up fully, not perfectly, but fully. A life where failure is possible, which means success is also possible. A life that is actually alive. The quiet life is comfortable. It will keep you safe from embarrassment, safe from failure, safe from the ache of wanting something deeply and not getting it. But it will not keep you safe from the deepest regret of all, the regret of looking back and knowing you had more in you and you chose not to use it. That regret is louder than any failure you could have faced along the way. That silence at the end of a life unlived is deafening. You still have time. However much time is left, it is enough to begin. It is enough to try. It is enough to step out of the quiet and back into your own life. Do not waste another day being comfortable when you were made for something that actually moves you. The world does not need another person playing it safe, keeping their head down, shrinking themselves to fit inside a life that was never designed to hold all they are capable of. It needs you, fully awake, fully present, fully alive, and fully willing to find out just how far you can actually go. Stop hiding in the quiet. Take a breath, step forward with everything you have, and begin. Your life is waiting for you, and it always has been.